questions about the presses I've been using in my videos are endless. This will be a complete guide on how to use these presses, and at the end, I'll be answering the most frequently asked questions. The presses come in 3 different sizes, and each one has its own advantages. They are all portable and can be mounted on any bench. Press number 1 is the smallest of the 3. It weighs only 1.7 kilos and it's ideal for small projects. That's not to say that it can't be used with all of our dies. A great choice for hobbyists and beginners in leather crafting. Number 2 is the basic size for professional use. It weighs 2.8 kilos and it can handle any project. This machine, paired with 1mm hole punch die, is ideal for opening stitching holes. And finally, number 3 comes in at 4 kilos. It is also for professional use and it has an elevated extended arm. Watch until the end of the video where we will say more about this feature. In order to use any of the 3 presses, you need to mount them on a bench as shown here. After that, no further setup is required. The handle of the press doesn't move vertically like on other presses. It's a screw-type handle which you pull. It moves only clockwise, so keep that in mind if you're left-handed. The press has a 12mm diameter hole to insert the lower part of the die, and a 6mm screw hole for the upper part. All of the compatible dies have a 12mm bottom part and a 6mm screw with European threading. Let's see the different kinds of dies we have for this press. First, the hole punching dies. The dimensions of the dies vary from 1 to 15mm, and the bases come in diameters of 12, 24, and 28mm. Place the base in the hole and screw in the die as seen here. I will use the 1mm die to open some stitching holes. I have already taped the pattern on a piece of leather. I simply place the leather on the base and pull the handle until it's close enough to the leather so you can align the tip of the die with the pattern markings. You can see how convenient the screw-type handle is for opening stitching holes, especially with press number 2. And this is the final result. You may also need different sizes of hole punching dies, and you can use those with the same base. You don't need a different base for each die. The only case in which you need to change the base is when the diameter of the die is larger than the surface of the base. Please note that the hole punching dies and the bases are subject to wear and tear with regular use. The smaller tips are more sensitive and require replacement more frequently than the larger ones. With excessive force, you may even break them. Depending on the workload, the bases will also need to be replaced. Compared to the other 2 larger bases that are only usable on one side, the 12mm base allows you to turn it over and maintain functionality without replacement. The 28mm base can also be used with your logo stamps if they're smaller than 28mm. Simply screw in the logo stamp, place the leather on the base, and give it a press. If your logo stamp is larger than 28mm, there's a simple workaround. Use the upper part of any die that has a flat surface like a snap button setting die. First, screw it in, then place your leather on the base and position the stamp on it. Begin by pressing down on one side. Next, carefully shift both the leather and the stamp and press a few more times along the length of the stamp. Now let's move on and see how to set snap buttons. Snap button dies consist of 4 parts, each corresponding to a part of the snap button. You need a 3mm hole for the male snap button and a 4mm hole for the female. These two are the ones you need to set the female part. Place the side with the cap on the bottom die and just press. Replace the dies with the other pair, and this time place the male part of the button facing upwards. The dies for the snap buttons come in 3 sizes: 12.5, 14 and 15.5 millimeters. The ring spring type snap buttons are set the same way. This is a set for the female part. Remember to place the cap facing downwards on the die. Next comes the pair for the male part. The ring spring snap button dies also come in 3 sizes: 12, 14 and 15 millimeters. These are the dies for the double cap rivets. We use rivets to connect 2 or more pieces of leather. Pass the male part of the rivet through the holes and attach the female part before you press them together. The rivet setting dies are available in 7, 9 and 11mm diameter. The last kind of dies I will show you today are the eyelet setting dies. These are for single part eyelets and 2-part eyelets. Depending on the size of the eyelet you're using, you will need a matching hole on your leather. This is how single part eyelets are set. The process for the 2-part eyelets is similar, with the only difference being the second part of the eyelet going on the top side. These are all the tasks we completed with press number 2. However, any of the other 2 presses could handle the same tasks as well. I feel like I'm forgetting something. And it has an elevated extended arm. Watch until the end of the video where we will say more about it. Say we want to set a rivet on an already assembled piece. The desk may get in the way if we're using press number 1 or 2. In such cases, the elevated extended arm of press number 3 comes in handy by allowing freedom of movement. Can I set a 6mm rivet with your dies? Absolutely. We offer 3 die sizes: 7, 9 and 11mm. Each one also covers the next size down, so the 7mm die can set 6 or 7mm rivets. The 9mm die can set 8 or 9mm rivets, and the 11mm die can set 10 or 11mm rivets. That means that you can definitely use a 7mm die for your 6mm rivets. Why do I need a press when I can do all of these things with hand tools? Even though hand tools are affordable and will get the job done, owning a press takes your work one step further by offering more accuracy, consistency, and stability. What I love most is that presses don't make any noise. It was a lifesaver when I started my leatherworking adventure at home. And your neighbors will definitely appreciate it too. Can I use dies from another manufacturer with these presses? Even if your dies have a 6mm screw, it doesn't guarantee they will work with our press because the threading may be different. Always use dies from the same manufacturer as the press. We cannot guarantee compatibility with third-party dies. Why choose a press with a screw-type handle? The answer can only be subjective. In my case, after working with both vertical handle presses and screw-type presses, I've found that a screw-type handle is more convenient for opening stitching holes because it requires minimal hand movement and strength. I also don't need to stand while using it, which makes a big difference during longer sessions. However, it is important to note that left-handed crafters may not find this press convenient since the handle only rotates clockwise. If you still have questions, drop them in the comment section and I'll make sure to answer every one of them. I hope you found this video useful. Stay tuned as I have a new video with a new pattern coming soon.